Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुह।
I welcome all of you in this PMP introductory session. Our full course is starting from 18th of July, inshallah. And after the session is finished, if you want recording or a PDF of the slides, you can send me a message tomorrow, inshallah. I will share the recording and the slides with you. In case you register for the full course, fee for the individuals is 750 riyals if you pay in Pakistani bank and 900 riyal if you pay in the Saudi bank because of VAT and some additional administrative charges. In case you register as a group of three or more, the group discounted fee will be 500 if you pay in Pakistani bank and 600 if you pay in Saudi bank. And in case your group is more than five, then additionally, Primavera course will also be offered for you. I will explain this again later, inshallah. So the main purpose of today's session is to introduce you about PMP, what are the requirements to apply for the exam, what is the application process, examination fee, exam style, the course contents. So these things I will try to cover, inshallah. And depending upon your questions or detailed questions or discussions, maybe somewhere around 2 hours or before, inshallah, we will finish the session. My introduction, my name is Abu Bakar Ehsan. I have done bachelor's in computer science, master's in information technology. I am from Pakistan, Lahore. I have done PMP certification for which we are here today to discuss the PMP. Full form is Project Management Professional. And after you do PMP, you can decide to go for advanced or specialization under project management, which is Risk Management Professional. RMP. I have done that also. And in case you are from software industry, IT industry, you can consider ACP also, Agile Certified Practitioner. And I have done that also, plus Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt certified. I conduct trainings on PMP, RMP, ACP, Primavera, Microsoft Project, and recently I have started a new course which is AI for Artificial Intelligence for project managers and engineers. Currently, I'm working as a consultant with Deloitte Saudi Arabia with Alinma Bank. I have more than 25 years of working and project management experience. Already, I have conducted more than 200 project management workshops with with more than like 14,000 engineers just like you, engineers and managers. This is my personal email address and my direct number, Saudi number. But as mostly I am in travel or outside country, so that's why I do not attend calls. Only I communicate on text or audio messages. As I told you, we are starting the full course from 18th, inshallah, next Friday, coming Friday. And it will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 3 weeks. So this will be the format. It will be 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. same on Saturday as well. On Sunday, as it is working day in Saudi Arabia, so we have 3 hours class here. So total duration is like 39 hours here. Mostly, you see the courses of 35 hours, but as we have more things to discuss, present, and teach, so that's why we have slightly increased the duration. Some of my recent sessions that I conducted online and offline, as some of you are aware that I was conducting offline on-site courses in Saudi Arabia in different cities, Riyadh, Jeddah, Jubail, Khobar, Qasim, Yambo, Makkah, Medina, and I had a training center in Riyadh. But after COVID, I shifted online only. So this was my recent session on Zoom for PMP. This was another session. This was another session. This was my Riyadh center in near Exit 9. So we were conducting on-site sessions as well. This is KFUPM, King Fahd University of Petroleum and Mineral Sciences. This is STC Mursalat, and this is National Petroleum Yambo. This is KFCA King Fahd Causeway Authority, the bridge between Khobar and Bahrain. I hope so far nothing complicated, so no question I'm expecting till now. So now the first slide I'm going to present is that what are the prerequisites or what is the criteria to become a PMP certified person. So this slide is a summary of requirements. So you can become PMP. PMP means project management professional. You can become if you have 3 years of experience related to the projects. Assuming you have a 4 years degree, 4 years bachelor's degree. But sometimes people have 3 years degree or they have diploma only or intermediate or higher secondary. They can also apply for PMP, but their experience requirement is increased to 5 years instead of 3 years. So number one requirement is experience of 3 or 5 years. Number two requirement is training of 35 or more hours related to project management. So inshallah, if you attend this course now or in future from us or any other institute, they will issue you a certificate of attendance. That certificate of attendance is enough to fulfill this requirement of training. So if you have 3 or 5 years of experience and you have 35 or more hours of training, you can apply for the exam. Anyone having any doubt, any question, any confusion, please feel free to ask.
Assalamu alaikum, Abu Bakar bhai, Qasim here.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullah. Welcome, Janab.
Okay. Okay, sir. I just want to confirm both A and B are mandatory, or if we have experience of around 3 to 5 years, that will be
Both.
eligible. Okay, both are mandatory. So
Both
training will be
separately. Both
separately.
separately. Experience and training. Even if you have 30 years of experience, even if you are a PhD, still you
Mhm.
need the training.
Got it. So that 35 PDOs are like essential for applying.
Mandatory
Okay,
requirement.
perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Anyone else, please?
Sir,
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This is Sharif with you.
Yes,
Actually,
Sharif.
I have the 4 year degree, but the project base I have only 1 year experience. It's enough for this.
You have after degree, you have 1 year of experience, right? This is
No,
what you
no, no.
want to say?
Actual project base I have 1 year experience. Before I have that 14 plus years experience with a
Related to
different
what?
kind of
Your experience was related to what?
like operation leading and export sales like that. But recently I'm joined as the project manager.
See, even if you were working in operations, right? So that might be a common question for many. Uh, See, whatever experience you have, it can be classified under two categories, either projects. When we say projects, that does not mean you worked as a project manager in any capacity in the projects. Second is operations, right? So if you have operations experience, example, very easy example, let's say you are a finance manager. You worked as a finance manager. So finance department is working on operations. But let's say what you did a major audit for which you planned also, you did the controlling also, supervision also. So that can be presented as a project. Or maybe your finance department shifted the operations from paper-based financing or accounting to software-based accounting. You implemented an ERP maybe. So if you got a chance to work on introducing or enhancing your existing operations, that can still be presented as a project. Sharif, is it clear for you and for others also?
Yeah, got it. Okay. If you well experienced in operation, it's equal to the project, right?
Yeah. So main thing is how you present your experience. Sometimes people are working in operations and they present their experience in such a nice way that it looks like a wonderful project. And sometimes people are really working on projects, but they present their experience in such a bad way that their application is rejected. So most important thing is both can apply, but the way you present your experience, it should look like that yes, it was something new in the environment, in the conditions, in the corporate you are working. You did some planning, or under you some planning was done, some execution was done, some monitoring and controlling was done. Yes, it can be considered as a project. Is it clear for everyone? Any other question or confusion?
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Abu Bakar. This is
Walaikum
Sam.
assalam rahmatullah barak. Welcome, sir.
Since you have mentioned that we have to present the experience, so it is a little bit confusing for me that in what way we are going to elaborate or represent this experience in front of PMI. Definitely, this criteria has been set by the institution or the PMI. So how are we going to present this and justify this experience?
All right. First of all, I have written here the website address, right?
Okay.
www.pmi.org.
Okay.
What is PMI Project Management Institute, which is the governing body of this certification? So whenever in life you want to give the exam of PMP, you do not have, even if you have taken training from me, from any other institute, you do not have to contact the same trainer. No. You have to go on this website www.pmi.org. You will make your account. You will enter your education details, your experience details, your training details, and in the experience details, you will mention that I worked in this company from this year to this year, and I was part of this project, and what was your contribution. So you will type all this information yourself on a web form,
Okay.
on a website. Got it?
Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Right. Any other question from anyone?
Assalamu alaikum, sir. This is Sayyid Naveed Hussain Shah.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome.
Sir, I have one question. You are mentioning regarding the experience on your slides.
Yeah.
I have basically 2 year bachelor degree, BCom,
Right.
but I have 10-year experience, and last 7 year I am working quality control manager on Aramco projects.
Right.
So I am eligible
Yes, you are
for this
eligible.
course.
You come under this category. Right?
Okay, sir. Thank you so
So
much.
you're welcome. So remember, either you have 4 years degree and 3 years experience, or you have 5 years experience with any education. So you can apply for the exam. Any other question from anyone, please?
Noted, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yes, please.
Sir, this is Mohammad Ramzan from Pakistan.
Yes,
I have a
please.
question. Uh, if any certification of the experience would be deposited at the moment when we uh, 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 we apply it for the PMP.
Right. I will explain this. I have a slide also, and I will explain this. But the short answer is yes, but not for everyone. Only if your application comes in the audit process. If your application comes in the audit process, then you have to provide your experience letters and your training certificate and your transcript or degree. In case your application does not come under audit, then no certificate is required. But I will further explain this thing on the next slide. Any other question from anyone?
So you mean that in only that case, when our application is under the process of scrutinization or under the investigation, so
Yeah.
in that case only we have to provide the justification or the certification from our employer that
In
we have.
that case, you have to provide the evidence of the information you have entered related to your education, related to your experience, related to your training, all three.
Okay, fine. I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions so far from anyone? Okay, let me explain one important point here. If I ask you, there are mashallah very experienced persons here in this room. How much is or who is the most experienced person or anyone with more than 20 years of experience in this room? Anyone with more than 20 years? Yes, Siam?
Yeah, Salam alaikum. Yes, I have
Alaikum
Maulan.
salam.
Around 20 to 23 I have.
You have 22, 23. Okay, anyone more than that?
Yes, I also have 23 years experience.
23 years experience. Okay. Anyone more than that?
25.
25, mashallah. Amir Sajjad, 25. Okay, so can we assume Amir Sajjad is most experienced person? Anyone with more than 25 years? Okay. So just to understand the application process, let's say Muhammad Usman, oh sorry, Amir, I think Amir with more than 25 years of experience is, let's say, entering this application, entering information related to the application. Now, if we say 25 years, so right now we are in 2025, right? 2025. So let's say Mr. Amir is entering or is filling his application in 2025. That means he started working roughly in 2000, right?
Yes, correct.
So if Mr. Amir, he enters his experience, first of all, Mr. Amir, just for as a sample, as a case example for everyone, Mr. Amir, he does not need to enter all the 25 years of experience. He only needs to enter 3 years if he has 4 years degree or 5 years if he has diploma. So 25 years means 100% experience is not required, only the minimum required. Second thing, if you notice here, I have mentioned experience within last 8 years. So if Mr. Amir, he mentions his experience of 2004 and 2007, it will not be accepted. If Mr. Amir, he enters experience of 2012, it will not be accepted. Only in the last 8 years. So when we say last 8 years, so it becomes 2017 to 2025. So 2017 to 2025, within that, Mr. Amer or anyone else can enter his experience of his own choice. With gaps, without gaps, in one company, multiple companies, one project, multiple projects, that is his choice. Maybe one project from 2018, one project from 2023, one project of 2025. So that is how you calculate your experience. So in total, you have to mention projects of total 36 months. Is this point clear to everyone? Any confusion? कोई तकल्लुफ नहीं, शर्माना नहीं, बेतकल्लुफ पूछें. Yes, please. Any question or confusion? Is it clear to
It's clear.
everyone? Yes, please.
It's
Okay.
clear.
Right.
And one more question, Mr. Abu Bakar.
Yeah.
Regarding the exam schedule, I need to ask that is it a fixed time domain that in those particular span of time or
No.
days we can appear in the exam, or we can appear anytime and get
Throughout the year, after booking, you can apply, you can give the exam. But yes, booking is required.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you.
Right. So roughly every business day, exams are available. Right. But I will explain that on next coming slides. Any other
Okay.
question related to the experience, please? Okay, so experience, I hope it is clear for everyone. Training requirement, as I told you, you get training from us, you get training from anyone else. For the sake of exam application, it is equal. There is no difference. You attend from a good trainer, you attend from a bad trainer. For the sake of exam application, it is treated as equally. But yes, if you attend from a good trainer, your journey to understand PMP contents, prepare for the exam, the guidance you will get better, inshallah. So it is more likely, inshallah, that you will pass in first attempt. But if you attend from a weak trainer, from a junior trainer, maybe that will become difficult for you. But for the sake of exam application, it does not matter at all from which trainer you get the training. Any question, confusion?
Yes, actually, I joined a little bit late. So this training is a compulsory for the exam, or it's
Yes,
optional
it is
to just
compulsory. It is compulsory for everyone, regardless
it's
of your number of experience, number of years of experience. It is a mandatory requirement for everyone.
so
Sorry.
that's you sign off some certificate to us. That's we need to
Yeah,
attach and
we will
submit.
give. Yeah, exactly. Or in case you joined late or anyone else also, tomorrow you can request me. I will share the recording link with you, inshallah. Right?
Oh, okay. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. Anyone else, please? Any other question on these 2 points, experience and training? Is it clear for everyone? Can we proceed to the next point?
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Abu Bakar.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Are you a certified trainer in this PMI?
What do you mean by certified trainer?
That means approved or something like that, or how it will be, how it is treated? What are the certificate you are going to issue on the basis of the training?
Yeah.
That means is it approved by the PMI, or it does not need any approval from the
No.
PMI?
As I repeatedly, multiple times I repeated that this requirement on the basis of our certificate, you can apply.
Okay.
Right?
It does not matter whether you will be registered or not registered like that, right?
Does not matter.
Does not matter.
Right? But yes, when you say registered trainer, that does not mean anyone who is not registered with PMI is not allowed to give you the certificate.
So that means the institute and the you are is equally treated with the PMI, you mean?
Exactly. Right? What is the difference? Difference is there is no difference for the application. Your application, as I mentioned, it does not matter at all that you took training from this person or that person, registered person or non-registered person. The people, the training institutes which are registered with PMI, they pay a specific fee to PMI every year. Number one. Right?
So you are paying to them, yeah?
No, I'm not paying. I'm not registered with PMI. This is what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Right? I'm not paying,
Yeah.
number one. Number
Okay.
two, they are not allowed to teach their own slides.
Hmm.
So the slides come from PMI, only those you can teach.
Okay.
Number three, for the slides and study material, you have to pay per student roughly another additional $100. So that's
Okay.
why if you attend a training from
Hmm.
authorized trainers,
Hmm.
registered trainers,
Hmm.
once again, that does not mean others are not allowed. As I told you, my guarantee, 100%, it is acceptable by PMI. And Alhamdulillah, as I told you, we have more than like 14, 15,000 students. And Alhamdulillah, more than 1,000 at least are PMP certified. So that is not an issue. So you have to pay another $100 per student. So of course, the trainer will not pay from his pocket. So that $100, so that's why the people you see the advertisements, ATP, authorized training partner, their fee will be much higher than the others. So another reason, so this is one reason that the fee will be higher. Second reason, I do not like their slides. I'm not satisfied about this slide. So that's why I make my own contents, because I feel I can explain the same contents in a better way as compared to the slides from PMI. I hope it is clear for everyone. Any other question, confusion, even on this topic? Shahjahan, is it clear?
Are you a PMP certified person?
Maybe you joined late?
Yeah, I joined late. Yeah. I just came
Yes.
late.
You can go through my introduction tomorrow again,
Yeah,
right?
okay. No.
Right.
No problem. Okay.
Any other question, please? Okay, so assuming your application is submitted, approved, you have paid the exam fee. This is the exam style or format. It's one exam, 230 minutes, 10 minutes, less than 4 hours, 180 questions. All questions are like multiple choice questions or drag and drop, mapping words on the definitions. So this is how you become PMP. Any question, confusion, concern, doubt, please feel free to ask.
Good day, sir.
Yeah. Yes, please. Good.
Yes. Just wanted to find out with the questions. Is the course that we're doing, are we gonna be able to do some I'll say dummy questions, previous question papers, just to see what is required of us in an exam?
Yeah,
Is
during the training also, during today's session also, we will do 3-4 questions as a sample just to give you an idea. Number one, during the training, we will do roughly around 200 questions. After the training, you are supposed to do self-study also. And for the self-study, I will give you like 1500, 2000 questions additionally in form of PDF, which you can practice yourself. Is this what you were asking?
yes, sir. Maybe just a follow-up question.
Yeah.
With the 2000 questions that you're gonna give us, are we getting memos with that, or are we getting questions only? We have to get our own answers.
No, there will be explanation and right answers also. One thing I want to clarify, you mentioned past papers. So there is nothing like past papers in the whole world. For PMI, for PMP exams, there is nothing like past papers, only sample questions. So no one can give you past papers that these are the exam questions which came in the real exam. No, it's only sample questions. Clear for everyone? Any confusion?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullah.
I have a question.
Yes,
Is
please.
the number of questions are limited, or it will be
180
same
questions.
as
Total
it
180
is?
questions.
It is fixed every time, or this depends upon the every exams
No, this is
number
standard.
of this standard.
Yeah, earlier it was 200 questions. For last 3
Okay.
years, they have reduced it to 180.
Okay. Okay. Clear.
But this is standard.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Any other question from anyone? Okay, audit process. So once you submit your application, Jai wa Assalam Rahmatullah. Yes, Imran.
Mr. Abu Bakar, is there any passing criteria among these 180
I will explain.
type questions?
That is one point in
Okay.
my next coming slides. I will explain. Right?
Okay. Okay.
But roughly you can say around 65%. Mota around 65%. Okay. So once you submit your application, and as I told you, in the beginning you have to enter your education details, that from which university you did your graduation, master's, PhD, whatever you like, you can enter. Number one. Number two, in which companies you worked during those mentioned 3 or 5 years, whatever you want to mention, or whatever case is applicable on you. Number three, from which institute you have attended the training. So you will type the name of the institute, dates from this date to this date, name of the course. So this information after you enter, at this stage, you do not need to upload any certificate. You do not need to upload or attach any certificate, any experience letters, any degree, any transcript, nothing. After you submit your application, 10% of the applications are randomly selected for the audit process. Now, this is what they claim. Sometimes it is more than 10% also. And we do not know. We have no way to judge or cross check that maybe it's not random, right? Maybe they can say from this country 25%, from this country 3% only. So there is possibility. But what they say is 10% randomly selected. So if your application is in the audit process, then you have to provide them 4 things. Number one, education certificates, the degree and transcripts, experience letters of those companies for which you have mentioned your projects. So let's say Mr. Amir, he has worked in 10 companies, but when he enters his application experience, he mentions only 3 companies. So if his application comes in the audit, he has to arrange experience letters of those 3 companies which he has already entered in the application. Number 3, email contacts which you have already provided. They may contact those people to cross check that Mr. This and this has submitted this application, he worked on these projects. So are you okay with this description? So make sure you provide contact information of those people you are having good relationships with. If you resigned from a company in a bad way, then avoid mentioning those companies or those managers in your application. And number 4 is the training certificate. So these 4 things are required in case your application comes in the audit process. If your application is not in the audit process, then the next step will be they will manually review your application. As I mentioned before, that sometimes people have really worked on projects, but they present in a bad way. Sometimes people have never worked on projects, but they present in such a fantastic way that their application is accepted. So they will do a manual review of the application. And after that manual review, they will say, yes, we have reviewed your application. You qualify for PMP exam. Please pay the exam fee. This is if your application does not come in the audit. But if your application comes in the audit, so additional thing will be that you have to provide these 4 things, plus they will do the manual review. And then they will say, yes, you qualify for the exam. Now please pay your examination fee. Any question or confusion from anyone?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
What's about the payment, or what's about how many payments will be the application fee, and how much payments will be paid for the training?
For the training, I already mentioned that it is in the first slides also. I will show it again.
Oh,
750
I'm
riyals
sorry, I
if
cannot.
you 750
Can
riyals if you pay
so
in
please.
Pakistani bank and 900 riyals if you pay in Saudi bank, and there is a 33% discount if you register as a group of 3 or 5 persons. I will show it again, or you can see it from the recordings, and I will share the slides with you also if you send me a message. So for everyone, this is my WhatsApp number. If you want the recording of the same session, or if you want the slides of the same session, PDF, you can send me a message. I request tomorrow, because if you do it today, I will not have these things ready. So just tomorrow daytime, during daytime, send me a message. I will share with you the recording also and PDF also. So that is my training fee. Training fee for every institute, it is their own personal policy. They can have any training, any fee. For the exam fee, it's a standard fee. I will show you. It's roughly 500 US dollars, but I have a slide on that. Maybe in next few minutes we will be on that slide. Any other question, please?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sir, how are you doing? All good.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Sir, I have a question is about the email contact. Like, sir, in case the person or the supervisor we worked previously in an organization and they left that organization as well. So, do we need to provide their personal email, or that the corporate
बस
email?
बस आपने कत्ल ना किया उसका. So if he is alive, working anywhere in the world, you can give his contact information. It's not necessary that it has to be on the office address or office
Okay.
domain. It could be webmail, Hotmail, Gmail as well. So no issues in that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Jazakallah.
welcome. Yeah, welcome. Any other question or confusion, please? Okay. So this is the audit process. And now the exam information, and as I told you, the exam information, it is a computer-based exam. And for that, you can go to any exam center. Imran, you have a question? Imran, you have a question? Okay, please keep your mics to mute mode. Only in case you have a question, then unmute and you can ask. So it is possible to give the exam from your home also, from your office also, from anywhere, but most recommended, and there are many reasons behind that. Most recommended is that you book your exam on an exam center, authorized test center. Every big city has more than one exam center, so you can easily locate, and these are very nice, comfortable location facilities. So you can give the exam, or you shall give the exam from the exam center, although there is a possibility to give the exam from your home as well. Any question on this point?
So there is any exam center in Khobar also or not?
Yes, in Kuber also, I believe it's on, I think Kuber Cornish, number one. Number two, the Dammam Chamber of Commerce. and I think it is in Jubail as well. Or if you want to drive, you can go to Bahrain also, right? So even if you fail in the exam, or if you pass in the exam, if you pass in the exam, you will have more possibilities to celebrate your success in Bahrain. और if you fail also, तो गम गलत करने के लिए भी ज़्यादा options available होंगी बहरीन में.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Any other question, please?
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum salam. Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sir, there will be any extra charges if we give exam at test center?
No.
Okay, it
There
should
is
be included.
no additional charges for the test center. Within your exam fee, test center's commission or charges are included.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question, please?
Is
Yes,
there
just
single?
one, sir.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Someone was asking a question.
Yes, yes. Good afternoon, sir. Sorry,
Good
I
afternoon.
thought Mohammed was asking a question.
Yeah.
I just wanted to find out. You said you recommend that we write in an exam center.
Yeah.
But we can also write online at home.
At home also, yes.
That is allowed, but the recommendation is that you write in an exam center.
Yes, because there are many bad experiences. Number one, people think that maybe it will be much easier to give the exam from home. No, it is not like that. You will have to arrange a camera, sound, mic, and everything, and they will see it. The surroundings of your table, your desk, is there anyone helping you? And multiple instances like this, that the examiner who is watching you, he will communicate with you, he will keep on disturbing you, and if he gets annoyed on anything, he can cancel your exam. So that's why I highly recommended peacefully give the exam from exam center.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullah barakatuh. Yes, please.
If someone doesn't have any specific,
आपकी आवाज कट रही है. If someone does not have any what? अनीस, आपकी आवाज नहीं आई मुझे. You can type in chat box. I will try to read from there. Otherwise, even
fill the experience.
Anis, I think there is an internet issue on your side. So even if I'm unable to understand your question and unable to answer your question, you see my WhatsApp number on the slides. You can send me a personal message. I will reply to you, inshallah, after the session or tomorrow, inshallah. Right? Otherwise, you can type in the chat box also. Any other question from anyone so far?
In single payment, how many exams is possible to attempt?
Every exam, one payment. First attempt, there is more fee. Second attempt, reduced fee. Third attempt, also same as second attempt. I have a slide on that. I will come to that point. Any other questions so far?
Okay, Salam, sir.
Wassalam. Yes, please.
Just I had the question that you mentioned that exam is being held on almost every other business day.
Yeah,
Is that
every business day. Yeah.
Is that the case with physical test center exam as well, or just the online exam?
No. This is for the physical exam centers. For the online from home facility, even on non-working days, it is available. 247, it is available.
Okay, and so as soon as you get cleared that सारे आपके जो certificates हैं that are clear, you
Yeah.
get the date for your exam.
Yeah, but keep in mind that do not expect that it's available just after 3-4 days, as many people are giving the exam. So maybe you will get a nearest date after 3 weeks, something like that.
Okay, thank you.
Right? You're welcome. Any other question?
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Waalaikum
Am I audible?
Yeah, आप तो बड़ी अच्छी आवाज है, अब तो आप गाना भी सुना सकते हैं. Please go ahead.
Sir, question ये था कि if someone doesn't have any experience in project management, but they done their master or MPhil degree or any other degree in project management, does it cover the experience which they?
No. It can be considered as a replacement of training, but cannot be considered as a replacement of experience.
What type of experience? Project manager, or project
No,
lead,
no.
or project?
As I mentioned before, it's not necessary that you must have an experience as a title of project manager. So when we say 3 years experience, that means under the projects, maybe you were quality manager, quality engineer, planning engineer, anything, document controller. But yes, you were involved in planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling. So it is acceptable. It's not necessary you were only a project manager, then it is considered as qualified. No. Anis, is it clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
But for many, maybe many are like you here in this room. So remember, we are looking at PMP certification, number one. For that, I said that training is mandatory requirement. So you like it, you do not like it. This is a regulatory requirement from the governing body. Benefit of this training is that it gives you so much useful knowledge about projects and project management, which even very helpful for junior persons as well. Understand my point? Maybe someone around you, someone in your family, in the colleagues, they are candidate for this. Maybe you are qualified for PMP, but others do not have this much experience. But you feel that yes, this training is going to help them in their career. So remember, PMI, Project Management Institute, they have one certification PMP that is only allowed for those who have 3 or more years of experience. But they open this opportunity for everyone that yes, if you do not have experience, if even if you are a fresh graduate, no problem, you can attend the same training, and instead of PMP, you can apply for CAPM exam. This is also from PMI, right? So this is like iPhone mini, right? PMP is like Ultra or Pro or whatever you have the highest specification, and CAPM is like iPhone mini. So CAPM, जी आप कुछ कह रहे हैं अनीस?
सर मैंने कहना ये था कि जैसे पीएमपी बेनिफिशियल है, इसी तरह सीएपीएम या जो इनकी ट्रेनिंग्स हैं, ये हमारे लिए फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स के लिए बेनिफिशियल हो सकती हैं, मतलब उस
हो
तरह
नहीं सकती, डेफिनेटली हैं, इसीलिए मैं आपको कह रहा हूं कि दिस इज अनदर अल्टरनेट अवेलेबल फॉर यू एंड मेनी पीपल लाइक यू, right? Certified associate in project management. Even a person with 0 years of experience, fresh graduate, can also apply for that, right? On the basis of same training, which is for PMP, considering that you will be learning more than what is required for CAPM. CAPM exam is much easier than PMP, but the training is designed for PMP, the difficult exam. If you want to give CAPM exam, so maybe you will learn double than what is required. So definitely it is helpful for everyone, regardless you have enough experience or you do not have enough experience. But for PMP, they have a criteria of minimum 3 years of experience. In case you have around 2 years of experience, I will recommend attend this training, spend another 2-3 months in the preparation. Whenever your 3 years experience is are completed, immediately give for PMP exam. But for those who have less than 2 years experience, zero experience, 1 year's experience, take the training, give the CAPM exam. Still, it is going to help you, inshallah, 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 in a big way in your career. I hope it is clear for everyone. Any question, confusion from anyone?
Okay, sir, I have another question.
Yes, please.
Actually, I do have 3+ years of experience in project management, but the experience does overlap in the time period I was doing my degree as well. So I was doing
After
my
degree.
degree.
Either after degree, 3 years,
Hmm.
or 5 years in your life.
Okay.
This is the criteria. But if you are near to that, let's say next 6 months you are about to complete your 3 years, then I say
Hmm.
directly go for PMP. But
I
if
have
you
around 1 year, 1.5 years after degree, and
no,
one and
then
one and a
better
half.
go for CAPM. Still it works. Still it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please. Any other question from anyone? Okay, I assume so far no pending question. So it's 180 questions. I already mentioned total time is 230 minutes. So on average, you have 76 seconds. So it's not like this that you have to answer within 76 seconds. Otherwise, new question will appear. No, it's up to you. You want to answer a question in 10 seconds. Click on next. Next question will come. If you want to keep thinking, spend 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes on a question. It's your choice. Whenever you will click on next question, only then next question will come. Any question on this point? There is no negative marking. So even if you do not know answer of a question, still do not leave it blank. Out of 180 questions, 5 questions are considered as pre-test questions. Pre-test questions means they have zero weightage. Regardless of your answer, it was right or wrong, or you left it blank, it is not considered in your final score. But you will have to answer it just like a proper question because there is no indication that it's a pre-test question. So you will still spend time on that. So this is the concept of pre-test question. Roughly 60 to 75% passing marks. This is idea only. No one has this information that what is the passing marks. I will tell you the reason behind that. After you finish the exam, immediately the result is displayed. And the result is given in, these are important points, other than the result only. This is used in risk management also. So that's why I'm spending time on that. Qualitative versus quantitative. Qualitative versus quantitative. So after you finish the exam, your result is shown to you and the result is given in qualitative form. Qualitative form means only they show you overall you passed or failed. Overall, after 4 hours, after 230 minutes, when your exam is finished or you finished before time and you submitted your exam, within few seconds, 10-15 seconds, your result will be displayed on the screen of the computer on which you were giving the exam as pass or fail. After that, once you come outside the lab, you inform the lab attendant or the exam center attendant that I have finished my exam. He will print a paper and he will give it to you. And on that paper, there will be overall result written, printed, again pass or failed. This was on screen. Now you came outside the lab. He will give you a printout. So that is on the top of that, it's written overall passed or failed. And additionally, there are 3 domains. Muhammad Daniel Haider, you have a question?
Hey, what is this, sir? Yeah, क्या
Sorry?
ये क्या चीज है सर जी आज के लेक्चर में?
I think you joined late.
Yes, yes, joined
Okay,
late.
then it's better you watch the recording tomorrow because it will waste
Okay,
time for others, right?
okay, okay, sir. बट ये बता दें कि किसके बारे में है।
ये पीएमपी के बारे में, ठीक है
पीएमपी।
जी।
थैंक्स सर।
वेलकम।
सर जी कितने बजे क्लास शुरू होती है?
आप मुझे ना व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज कर दीजिएगा, मैं आपको गाइड कर दूंगा, ठीक है।
ठीक है सर जी। नंबर कहाँ पे आपका?
मेरा नंबर जो है ये लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है। इसकी आप तस्वीर ले लीजिएगा, अगली किसी स्लाइड पे भी आएगा, आप ले लीजिएगा, ठीक है। ओके, तो फॉर द रिजल्ट आई वाज टेलिंग यू दैट
सर जी,
ओवरऑल
सर
इट
जी
शोज।
नंबर एक दफा बता दें फिर मैं लीव कर।
आप नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे देख लीजिएगा प्लीज, अभी आएगा, ठीक है। पीपल, द एग्जाम ask you questions about in three sets, not visually three sets. In the back end they are grouped under three sets: people related questions, process related questions, and business related questions, and there is a percentage of that. Exam PMP will ask you for 42.
सर
Daniel,
जी नंबर दे दें।
it will come on slides, please be patient, it will come in the next slides, okay, so please keep silent. Okay, so for people will have 42% of the questions out of 180, process will have 50% of the questions, and business will have 8% of the questions out of 180. And in the result that you get as a printout, they will tell you in the people domain, were you above target or on target or below target. So once again, qualitative form. They will give you result as a qualitative form. Any question or confusion up till this point, anyone related to the result?
So this 60 percentage to 70 percentage the pass mark, it will be considered a separate 42 percentage of 50 percentage and 8 percentage,
No,
or
no,
overall
no,
it
no.
is 60 to 70 percentage.
See, they do not disclose their passing criteria. They do some calculations at the back. We do not know they have overall or separately, but after performing that assessment, which is hidden, they give you result in this form, right? They do not give you result in this form that you scored 30% or you scored 90%. No, only overall pass or fail, people wise above target, on target, below target, process wise above target, on target, below target, business wise above target, on target, below target. This is what they give the result as. But usually, on what basis I said roughly 60 to 70%, generally, if you are getting like 80% marks, 80, 90% marks in the practice exams, you pass in the first attempt, generally. And generally, the feedback is on the basis of multiple people, generally, that the real exam was like 20% more difficult than the practice exams. So just on that basis, I said that roughly you can consider, keep in mind the passing criteria is like 60 to 70%. This is why I said. So quantitative is numerical, which they do not give to you as a result. So they give you only qualitative results. Any question or confusion? Clear for everyone? Okay. So this is the exam software, right? Exam software.
Sir,
Yes, please.
yeah. Regarding the questionnaire, if you can go back to the past question after you found okay, I can go back and do the past
I
question,
will
which can
explain that point in this slide, right? I'm going to explain that. Okay. So this is how the exam software looks like. There will be two screens. We can say this is screen 1. This is screen 1 and this is screen 2. So all the questions will come in screen one question at a time. So there will be the question statement, there will be options. You can select any of these, or sometimes many of these also. And if you click on next, then next question will appear. If you want to go back to previous question, you can click on previous button. If you want to see how much time is remaining, it will continuously keep on coming here. If you feel there is some calculation required, click on this button and calculator will open. You can do the calculations which may be needed in selecting the answer. If you feel this question is difficult question, I do not want to attempt it now, I will come back to it later on. So instead of remembering the question number, you can flag for review later on. So this is how this screen one will be coming in front of you. Any question on that? Any confusion?
If you want to go to previous question, then we can modify for the answers.
Yeah, you can modify the answers also. But one important point here, total 180 questions. These are split in 60 questions, 60 questions, 60 questions sets. And these are not related to the topics. These are not the same sets of people or process or business, no. Maybe you may have many questions related to people and process and business all in the first set. So it is not grouped wise in the subjects, no. Only quantity wise. So 60 questions set A, 60 questions set B, 60 questions set C. After you are done with 60 questions, you are allowed to take 10 minutes break. Means you can come outside, you can go to washroom, have a tea and chocolate or whatever you like. But of course, without opening the books or anything like that. Whole area is monitored, right? So you can take a break. After you come back from the break, your next set will start. Now you cannot go back to any question from the previous set. Within these 60 questions, yes, you can go to next previous. After that, again 10 minutes break is allowed, and of course it is not counted in your 230 minutes, right? Then again set C will start. So this is how it works. Any question or confusion?
As you said, if there is any difficult questions, so we can make a flag review, then later we can answer the questions.
Right.
So if the set of question 16 is finished, then I can finish the set B, then I can go back to the set A.
No.
Is there possible, or I
No.
have to finish complete set A?
Only within that set you are working on right now, you can go to review screen of that 60 questions only. So for example, here if you see review screen, if you click on, you are working on set 1. You click on this, so you will see question number 1 up till question number 60 here. And if you see question number 7 is incomplete. So you can directly click on question number 7, it will open question number 7 on screen 1. Or if you see question number 14, it's flagged. Maybe you left it blank, maybe you answered it, and still you flagged it, but you wanted to review it later. So only within that set you are working on, you can go to the review screen and you can modify the answers. Is it clear for everyone? Any confusion? So after your set C is done, then you can finish the exam. Yes, Amir, you have a question?
Yes, every set have automatically this time remaining is showing for the one set.
No. So, time remaining is for the whole exam. It's not necessary that equal time you have to spend on each set. Maybe you first set you spent 60 minutes, next set you spend maybe 90 minutes. It's possible.
So when I complete the first set, it's need to request for a break or it's
Yeah,
auto-generated break 10
no,
minutes?
it's up to you. 10 minutes will be given. If you want to finish or terminate the break itself, you can immediately start the next set. It's up to you. But that time will not be counted in your overall exam time.
Okay, so I complete the first set and submit the this set. Then it's counted that set is
Yeah,
completed,
then
and now
now there's an available break.
yeah.
If you go outside after 10 minutes, the next set will automatically start.
Okay, okay, that's
Right?
clear. So it's in your hand. If you want to one set even after 30 minutes you want to submit, you can submit
Yes,
and it's
yes,
complete.
yes. Even the whole exam you can finish in 2 hours. It's up to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
welcome.
clear.
Welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
Any other question from anyone? Okay, now this is the exam pricing. So exam pricing is if you take PMI membership, there is a discount available. If you do not take PMI membership, then the exam fee is higher. But as PMI membership is so easy to take, there is no prerequisite, no criteria, no title, no experience, nothing. So I assume that you will take the membership and then you will apply for the exam. So if you spend 139 US dollars to take the membership, then your exam fee will be 405 US dollars. So roughly around 540, 550 US dollars for the first attempt. If you directly apply for the exam without taking the membership, the fee will be 655, so which is not recommended. Any confusion on this first point? This is first attempt fee only. In case you want to you do not clear the exam in first attempt, you have to give the second attempt. The second attempt fee, if you are a member, of course you already have taken the membership, so within the same membership you can give the second attempt fee as $275. If you are not a member, the second attempt fee will be $375 US dollars. Third attempt is also same fee. Within 1 year you can give 3 attempts maximum. Result is given immediately, but as I told you, inshallah, 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 you shall pass the exam in first attempt, 90% chances. This is on the basis of our students' experience that inshallah, usually they pass in first attempt. Of course, you are paying the exam fee, you are doing a good, serious attempt, inshallah, you will pass in first attempt. 90% chances. Any confusion from anyone?
Okay, sir. Do we have to pay the charges, these $400 to be a member after the eligibility criteria is cleared, right?
Yeah. See, first step is taking the training.
Mm-hmm.
After that, if you want, next day after finishing the training, start filling your application.
Okay.
Submit it. Maybe you come in the audit, maybe you do not come in the audit. After you are done with your audit process or the review process, when you receive the email from PMI that yes, we have reviewed your application, you are allowed to give the exam.
Then we have to
Then
pay the
pay
fee
the fee.
and book the exam. Okay, perfect.
So
Thank you.
it's not like that, oh, by mistake, I did not qualify and I paid the fee and now they say, sorry, you are not allowed to give the exam. No. After everything is clear, then. And even after the training, within 2025, you are not planning to give the exam. You give the exam after 3 years. So at that time, you will pay this fee. So it's up to you. It's in your hands. Whenever in life you want to give the exam, at that time you have to give the exam fee. And some training institutes they misguide that this training is valid for only 1 year. No, it is valid forever. There is no expiry as per the current policy of PMI, which I see for last 20 years or more, almost more than 20 years. There's
So
no
for
change in
example,
that policy.
you have completed the training period, you have that 35 hours done, and somehow you do not become eligible for the exam.
Yeah.
You can still fulfill the eligibility
Yeah.
criteria next year or next year and then
Inshallah.
apply
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. There is no issue in that. And even sometimes people they come again to attend my training. Reason, they took the training 3 years ago, now they forgot everything. So just
Understood.
as a refresher, they attend my training, but for the sake of exam application, their previous certificate of training is still valid. And they know it, but only to save time that now we will have to read the book again, recall everything. So it's better to refresh the knowledge and then do the preparation without a gap. So if 2 3 years are passed already, your certificate is still valid for the exam application, but for the sake of refreshing the knowledge, people come in the trainings again. Any
Understood.
question or confusion, please?
Yes.
Is there any specific criteria to become PMI member?
No. Anyone can pay $139. He can, and in case someone is a student enrolled anywhere in the education program, there is a like $100 discount on that, on the membership.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
Are these prices as per the region, or it depends on your country from where you're appearing, or these are the fixed prices?
Not fixed, but standard pricing. What does that mean? Some countries, sometimes they give discounts on the basis of country only, right? For example, in 2021, there was a big flood in Pakistan. So from that time up till last year, I'm not sure this year or not, I have not checked. But once you reach to that point, you will get to know. For Pakistan, people in Pakistan or applying from Pakistan, or they were giving like $100 or $150 discount. They recently started giving to Lebanon also, Yemen also. So troubled countries sometimes they give discounts of around 150 US dollars. Number one. Another very helpful point for everyone, unfortunately not for all the countries. Let's say you are a Pakistani. You are living in Saudi Arabia. If you give your shipping address of Saudi Arabia, shipping and billing address and profile, you give address of Saudi Arabia, you will have to pay this 139 plus 405 plus VAT as well. But if you give your shipping and billing address of Pakistan, although you are living and working in Saudi Arabia, you will have to give 139 plus 405 plus 0 VAT. So this 15% is saved only on this basis that you give your Saudi address or Pakistani address. Even if you give the exam from Saudi Arabia, it doesn't matter. So this is one tip for you for those countries like in Pakistan, for maybe Lebanon also, Egypt also, all those countries where there is no VAT. In India, I think there is 16% GST, I think. So if you give your Indian address, you will pay 16% tax. If you give Saudi address, you will pay 15% tax. So those countries which you do not have VAT or GST like this, you can save some amount on that. Any question or confusion?
Yes, I have one.
Yeah. Yes, please,
You
Amir.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's after training, we immediately fill this form and say you are eligible for the exam.
Yeah.
So this up to how long we can pay fees based on this email, because still
This
we are not.
eligibility is of 1 year.
So when you find a
Within
email
1
as you
year,
eligible.
if you receive an email from them that you are qualified, please pay your exam fee. You pay it next day, you pay it after 6 months, you pay it after 11 months, you have total 12 months.
Okay, so same mail is the have the everything is continuous working like a IBAN, something, accounts numbers, everything, or again need to request after 2 months, 3 months, something?
No. It's online credit card or debit card. Or in
Yeah.
case you do not have this, then you can request a wire or bank transfer. Then they will give you the bank account.
Okay, that means credit card will work. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Then thank
credit
you.
or debit card
Thank you.
will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Mr.
Yes,
Abu
please.
Bakar,
Yeah.
as we are in Saudi Arabia, is there any Tabby or Tamara options is there for the installment or something?
Actually, I'm no more living in Saudi Arabia. So after 2021, I shifted to Pakistan. Sometimes I do visit as a visitor only. So maybe you need to check it on your side. But if it is a debit card facility or credit card facility, so just like that, yes, you can make the payment to PMI, and then later on you can keep on paying the installments as your application offerings, right? If it is giving you a virtual card.
Is there options?
No, there for PMI there is no option. PMI will not give you installments.
That's why I'm asking you. Because we
No, no.
don't like a credit card, only we are using the debit card.
Yeah, PMI will not give you installments, but yes, your bank or application you are using, if they give you a credit or debit card, which you can use on PMI website. So PMI will get everything in 100% upfront. You may settle the installments later on from that service provider. This is possible, but PMI no installments.
Yeah.
Any other question, please?
Just on a lighter.
Yeah.
Just on lighter mode, I take one free seminar before, or I don't think around 12 year before in Riyadh. I think in Maraz Hotel, a free seminar, some free light food and everything. So I know you are
From
here in
me?
long time.
Ah, okay,
Yes,
okay, okay.
yes,
Alhamdulillah,
yes.
alhamdulillah.
As around I think it's 12 years.
Ah,
So
mashallah, mashallah.
I don't have also white beer on that time, and you don't have also.
Great to know. Great to know.
Okay.
We are growing together. Okay. Okay. Yes, please. Anyone else?
Sir,
Yeah.
yes. At the beginning of your presentation, you made mention of the fact that if we register in groups,
Yeah.
then there's a discount that we get from there.
Right.
Were you referring to PMI discount
No,
or
no, no,
from
no,
your?
no, no. As I told you, let me open that slide. Here it is. Right. This is for the training discounts, training fee discounts. It's not for the PMI exam fee discounts. Right. So for individuals, if you pay to me in Pakistani bank, as we do not have VAT here, no kafil here, so the difference is because of VAT and kafil charges. So I'm not getting more or less if you are paying in Saudi bank, that is going to VAT and kafil. In case you are having this policy in your company that your training fee is reimbursable, some companies have this policy. So I suggest you shall pay in Saudi bank, because in that case we will be able to issue you a VAT invoice. So this 900 includes the VAT. So we will give you a VAT invoice. You can submit it to your company and they will reimburse your 900. But if you pay to me in Pakistani bank, I will not be able to issue you VAT invoice, simple plain Word document. I can give you signed and stamp. Your company may not accept it. Company to company, it may differ, but mostly companies will not accept anything other than VAT invoice. So this difference is for the VAT and administrative charges. In case you are a group of 3 or more people, then there is a good discount on that. And if you are more than 5 people, you get free Primavera training as well. Okay. So coming back to the exam fee, any question on this before I proceed? Okay. So the result is given immediately. So you have total 12 months to give the first and second and third attempt. PMI membership benefits. So remember this PMI membership is for 1 year, but it's not mandatory for you to continue every year if you have passed PMP. No. First year, you give the exam, you pass PMP, you take the membership. After 1 year, you may discontinue the membership, but remember there is a checkbox of auto renewal. Uncheck it. Additionally, you get some documentation also. It's good for networking also, and you get PMI conducted salary surveys also, which might be interesting for you. PMP certification is not valid forever. I mean, not for life. This title is not for life. It has a validity of 3 years. So after you pass the exam, if you continue attending other trainings, we have a good package for that as well, like Primavera training, Microsoft project training, RMP, or things like that. So we give you more trainings to cover this part. If in next 3 years, if you keep on collecting more training hours or related to project management, if they are equal to 60 or more, then this certification is renewed for another 3 years without exam. But in case you do not have 60 PDUs in 3 years, your certification will be suspended for the fourth year. After 4 years, still, if you within the fourth year warning period, if you collect the missing PDUs, wonderful. If you still do not have 60 PDUs after fourth year, your certification will be discontinued or cancelled. And after that, whenever you need it in life again, you need to give the exam again. Once again, someone asked my WhatsApp number, so it's written here in the bottom of the slide, so you can note down from here. Any question on this point regarding the 3 years validity of PMP? Okay, I assume it is clear for everyone. Yes, please.
No,
Yeah.
the PMP validity, it is not clear. Can you repeat again, sir?
After you pass PMP, this
The validity.
title is not for life. After every 3 years, you have to renew it, and there is an option available. You can renew it without exam. Assuming if you keep on attending more trainings, 1 hour of training is considered as one PDU. PDU means professional development unit. So just like you, in order to apply for the exam, you need 35 PDUs. But after you pass the exam, those 35 PDUs become zero. Then you need another 60 PDUs in next 3 years. If you collect it, your certification will be renewed for extended for another 3 years. If you do not collect 60 PDUs, you have 30 PDUs, 0 PDUs, 59 PDUs. At the end of third year, your certification status will change to suspended. Within the fourth year, if you collect the missing PDUs, then you can request to revert it back to the normal state. If you fail to do that, even in the fourth year, your certification will be cancelled. Now, once it is cancelled, now you need to, whenever in life you need it again for applying for any job or any certificate your HR department they asked, you will have to appear in the exam again to get the latest certificate. I hope it is clear now. Any other question, confusion?
Sir,
Yeah.
can do you have maybe a slide where you're showing the causes that contribute to the professional development units?
As I told you, any trainings related to project management, let's say Microsoft project, Primavera, ACP, RMP, any trainings related to project management can be considered as PDU, even ISO, Six Sigma. So if you attend any trainings from me, from anyone else in your companies, paid, free, doesn't matter. So these are considered as the PDUs. Any other question?
Sir, how we record this PDUs by
So just
certificates?
just like you entered your application first time in the PMI login, your PMI login will continue forever in your life. In the same login, you will keep on entering the records of more trainings. Clear?
So this every time need to collect a certificate. We take
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Primavera.
Yes,
Primavera,
yes.
like how many PDU?
20 PDUs.
So let's say we take the training for Primavera. So we take
Yeah.
certificate from you. We
Yes.
upload there. That's we take already 20 PDU.
PDUs, yes. Like
Okay.
RMP, 40
Yeah.
PDUs. So in
So if
next
we
3
take
years, if you only take these,
yeah Primavera and RMP, yeah, so we
yeah,
next the RMP.
total
So
60
yeah.
is done. And these 40 PDUs are usable 2 times. 2 times double means once in the continuity of your PMP certification, second for the application of RMP exam also. So double
Yeah, yeah,
benefit.
yeah. That's clear. That's clear now. Yeah, it should be like this.
Yeah,
Rising up by steps will help
yeah,
you the next
yeah.
previous steps also.
Yeah, inshallah. Okay, okay, let's continue. So, some benefits of PMP. So, generally, PMI conducted salary survey suggests that generally, same title. For example, you are a planning engineer with 10 years experience and a PMP or non-PMP. So, generally, 16% higher salary found on average for PMP certified professionals. Sometimes it's mandatory, sometimes helpful in promotions in the companies also. Many students, they come to me that, sir, our this year's HR target for imposed on us or forced on us is to do PMP, so we have to do that for next promotion. Much higher chances of getting shortlisted when you are applying for the job. You become familiar with the project management terminology, which you can confidently use anywhere, meeting with the clients in the interviews. You become confident while participating in the meetings or the interviews. You start planning and managing the aspects of projects earlier, which you were not aware or not giving importance to. This is very good for networking and connections also, and good for knowing effective solutions for your typical project related issues. Some sample questions, then we will take a short break. Just to show you the style of the exam. So let's say the question is, which of the following is not true? Means sometimes they give you some options and they ask you, out of these, 3 options are true, 1 is false. Which one is false? So what do you think? Which of the following is not true about obtaining project plan approval? So just quickly go through these 4 options and let me know which one you think is the correct answer.
Option C, sir.
Yes, you are right. Option C is the right answer. Only one person needs to approve the project management plan, and that is the project manager, which is not true. Remaining are true. Maybe later on you can read it in detail. Very important concept, very important question. Let's say they present sometimes a situation like this, that we have to construct a wall in 10 days and 1000 real is the budget. At the end of 4th day, we have completed 20% and we have spent 300 reals, assuming linear planning. Linear planning means equally distributed. Same amount we will spend every day, same percentage of achievement every day. So what can we report about the project out of these 4?
Option D.
What about others?
Option D.
Option D, sir. Delta.
Option C and D.
Option
Total
D, sir.
total duration is 10 days, right? So total duration option D is correct. 10 days is the total duration. After 4 days, 40% time has passed. We have completed 20% work. 40% time has passed and we have spent 30% budget. So in 40% time, we have completed 20% of work. That means it's bad situation on time. So we can easily rule out A and C, that it cannot be considered as ahead of schedule. So it's behind schedule. But what about amount wise, money wise? Are we overspending or saving? So 30% budget spent on 20% of work, that is overspending. So remember, we should always consider spending in relationship with the accomplishment. Do not compare spending in terms of time pass. That 20, if otherwise we will say 30% budget spent in 40% time, it may mislead you to think it's good situation on cost. No. So spending should be compared against accomplishment. One more term here. Let's say you are a project manager of a railroad construction project. Your sponsor has asked you for a forecast. When we say forecast, what is meant by that? Future, related to cost. So can you tell me, if I ask you the same question in this statement, how much is the cost related plan and how much is the cost related forecast in this statement? Tell me the amounts.
You spend 100 Saudi Riyal in one day.
Tell me one amount for cost related plan, one amount for cost related forecast.
1,000 and 700.
Come again. How much?
1,000. The plan. Cost
Plan is
plan.
1000. Okay. And
The
forecast?
would be 700.
1,500.
1,500.
Yeah, 1,500.
Yes, this is right. Plan was to make this project in 1000, but on the basis of so far good or bad performance, it looks like that we will be able to complete this project in 1500 instead of 1000. So this is the forecast. So the forecast for the cost of project completion, the project has budget of 80,000, so we can ignore some part of that, but the important term or useful term is CPI. CPI of 0.95. CPI means cost performance index. Maybe you can say the most important KPI for the project manager. Or in other words, it is called as spending efficiency. How efficiently you are spending your budget. So if we say CPI 0.95, that means 95% efficiency. By spending 100 reals, we are actually achieving a purpose of 95 reals, which were planned in the baseline. This is the meaning of CPI. I will skip the remaining part of this question. So this is how some questions are framed. Last question, then we will take a short break. Sometimes such questions are asked in the exam. Let's say this is a situation that you have 9 activities A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. Their durations are given. Their predecessors are given. And you may need to answer that how much is the total project duration. So for that, you need some calculations. There is a topic we will discuss in detail later on, inshallah, which is called as CPM, Critical Path Method. We make a network diagram like this, and then we find out the longest path. Longest path is called as critical path. So critical path duration is considered as the project duration. So this I just showed you some sample questions. After the break, I will show you the course contents. Before the break, I explained you the PMP process, prerequisite, exam, style, passing, continuity, audit process, everything like that. After the break, I will explain you the concepts. So if by chance you are working in project management or you are interested in knowing more about it, this is going to be a very useful session for you, regardless you continue the full training or not, but this knowledge is going to help you inshallah in future. So let's take a 10 minutes break. After 10 minutes, inshallah, we will resume. You can continue the same session, do not discontinue, so that you can join from the same session. Okay, I'm back now. Is there any question before I resume? Any question from anyone on the topics that we covered before the break? Okay, so before break, I covered that what is the application process, exam style, exam fee, audit process, membership. So now, what are the topics of this training? And exam is going to ask you questions on these topics. So remember project management, because this is a project management certification. So the way PMI defines project management, they have distributed this project management in these 10 knowledge areas. These are called as 10 knowledge areas, which are project scope management, project schedule management, project cost management, project quality management, project resources management, project communication management, project risk, procurement, stakeholder, and integration management. So they have distributed or divided the project management in 10 parts, not equal parts, but 10 parts. And these 10 parts are called as 10 knowledge areas, or you can say 10 chapters. So right now, just in few minutes each, I will give you introduction of these 10 knowledge areas. But later on, we are going to cover these topics in maybe each topic in 2 hours or 3 hours on average. So this is going to be the full course. And the last 11th topic is actually not a knowledge area. This is a style of project management. So let me first give you introduction of this 11th topic, which is agile. So project management is typically done in two styles. One style is called as waterfall. It is also called as traditional or predictive. So maybe all of you who are working on, other than the exceptions, all of you who are working on projects or have any experience related to the projects, they are in the style of waterfall. You first try to understand the scope, then try to estimate time and cost and resources, identify risk, make a plan, start execution. So this is called as waterfall or predictive style or traditional style. Then opposite of that is called as adaptive or agile. In agile, instead of defining all the scope in the beginning, we keep on agreeing on parts of scope and keep delivering those parts. That means in the beginning, we do not know a clear idea that what we will have after 2 years. We say, okay, start thinking together, start evolving together, start making it together. So this is called as agile methodology. So, and in 2021, they last time the exam was changed in 2021, January 2021. So since then, they have started asking lot of questions on agile. So if you remember, I told you there are three domains: people domain, process, and business. Do you remember how many questions were there from in the exam from people? Anyone remembers the percentage?
60, 60, sir.
60, 50, 52.
42% from
Sorry.
people, 50 from process, and 8% from business
What's
domain.
business?
At the same, and this is official. This is from PMI. They have disclosed it clearly, officially stated. Same exam is also distributed in predictive 50% and agile 50%. That means at the same time, a question could be from process domain and agile category. So both percentages are equally applicable at the same time. So this is the concept of agile. Any quick question on agile topic? Although if it's a big topic, but right now just gave you introduction that it's that instead of defining or agreeing or understanding the whole scope or 100% scope of the project, we say start agreeing on 5%, 10% and start delivering it. After 5-10%, maybe our mind will change. We will go in another direction maybe. So this is the main concept of agile. Any question on that? So now I will not come to agile. So remaining 10 knowledge areas: scope, schedule, cost, quality, resource, communication, risk and procurement, stakeholder integration management. When we say scope, sometimes we use term scope, sometimes we use term requirements. So instead of first asking from you, let me directly go to the answer. So requirement means the purpose, problem, reasons why we are doing this project. This all comes under requirements area, requirements gathering, requirement analysis. And when we say we understand the requirements, means we understand the reasons, purpose, what we will deliver that will address these problems, expectations, needs. So scope refers to solution part. Requirements refer to problem part. Scope refers to solution part. So if I ask you a quick question that who tells you, let's say you are working in a contractor company, who tells you or customer tells you what? Requirements or scope? Very easy question. What comes from the customer to you?
Requirements.
Scope.
Sometimes both.
Requirements.
Okay. Both are possible. Sometimes the customer can give you the requirement, sometimes the customer can give you the scope. Very easy example. Let's say you are a person and you just go to some pharmacy, medical store, and you tell him that I am tired, I am having fever, give me something, I'm having headache also, suggest me something. So are you telling him your requirements or scope? What do you think? Very easy question.
Requirement.
Requirements. And he suggests you that, sir, take this Panadol extra and sleep for some time. So what he is giving to you? Scope.
That is
Solution.
Proposing you the scope. And you say, okay, give me. So you agree on the scope, he delivers, you make the payment and you come outside. So in this example, the customer explained the requirements to the vendor. Vendor proposed the solution. Second scenario, you go to a pharmacy and you say, give me Panadol. You have same requirements. You are tired, you are having fever, headache. But now you know your situation. You know the solution. And you say, give me the Panadol. So in this case, customer is telling scope to the vendor. So sometimes customers may give the requirements to the contractors in the form of tender or bid documents. Sometimes they can give you the requirements, sometimes they can give the scope. So both are possible. So requirement and scope, I'm not going to explain everything right now, just selected terms only. You want to ask something, Abdul Razik?
No.
Please keep mics to mute mode. WBS means work breakdown structure. Decomposition of the scope into smaller manageable pieces so that the project becomes easily manageable. It becomes simplified so that we focus on one piece at a time. This is the concept of WBS. Just like in project management, we say that we have divided the project management into 10 parts. Why? So that it becomes easy for us to discuss, understand, learn, and apply. Scope management itself is a big piece. We say, okay, we further decompose it into 6 processes: plan scope management, collect requirements, define scope, create WBS, validate scope, control scope. So this is an example of WBS, that a big piece you decompose into second level and third level so that the overall subject becomes easy for you to understand, control, plan, visualize, explain. This is the concept of WBS. So in scope management, we focus on what? I'm not asking you. That we focus on what we are going to produce as the result of this project. So when we define that what, that is your scope. And in schedule management, we focus on how. In scope management, what we are going to produce. In schedule management, how we are going to produce. So when we say how, we define activities. One easy question here. Activities term is also used. Tasks also used. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between these two?
Activity is something like you have to, let's say, you have to do something. But task is, let's say, goal oriented, and you have to finish it by some deadline towards, let's say, some sort of duration.
Anyone else? Difference between activities and tasks?
So activity is the lowest level of WBS, and task is sort of level WBS level deliverable, I think.
Activities and tasks both are same. If you use Microsoft Project, you will see tasks, no activities. If you use Primavera P6, you will see activities. It's just a terminology difference. Different vendors are using different terminologies. In PMP, in the exam, they may refer to activities or tasks. Both are same. No difference. So we define activities or tasks. We sequence activities or tasks, finish to start, start to start, start to finish, finish to finish. We estimate the activity durations. We apply the critical path method. We may finalize or propose the schedule. So this is what we do in schedule management. Cost management. Each activity has a duration. Let's say 3 days. You have a shift hours. So 3 into 8, let's say 24 hours total. You need resource 1. Resource 1 is a machine, a crane maybe. You need resource 2, unskilled labor maybe. Each resource has a per hour rate. Let's say crane has 500 reals per hour. Unskilled labor maybe 10 reals per hour. So you know that this activity will need resource 1 for 24 hours, resource 2 for 24 hours. So you can understand it just becomes a simple mathematics multiplication. Activity-wise costing is done like this. Then you roll it up on the WBS level and ultimately on the project level, you find out the total cost of the project. This is done as costing. Quality management, meeting or exceeding the expectations of the customer. One very easy question from all of you. There are two famous terms used in quality, QA and QC. There was some person who was quality manager, he told me in the beginning. Who was he? Quality manager?
सैयद नवीद हुसैन शाह सर
सैयद नवीद हुसैन शाह. So सैयद साहब आपसे हम इस्तिफादा हासिल कर सकते हैं. So can you please tell us what is the difference between QA and QC?
Sir, QA quality assurance. Quality assurance is the system of planning and action need to provide the confidence that product or service fulfill the requirement of quality. And quality control is an operational technique like testing equipment which we are using, which we are used to fulfill the requirement of quality or customers.
राइट। कोई गरीब लोगों के लिए आसान अल्फाज में अगर बता देते तो अच्छा था। ये तो आपने बहुत ही अमीर लोगों वाली डेफिनेशंस बता दी। एनीवन एल्स? सिंपल डिफरेंस
सर
बिटवीन क्यू एंड क्यूसी।
इसका
या
मतलब सिंपल यही है, क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस ये होता है कि जिसमें हम प्लानिंग करते हैं।
ओके,
ठीक
टेल
है।
मी वन थिंग, विच वन इज प्रोएक्टिव एंड विच वन इज रिएक्टिव? एनीवन? QA is
QA is
proactive,
proactive and QC is reactive.
Yes.
QC is reactive. Very easy for everyone. You might have noticed that if you go into any shop, electronics shop, mobile phone shop, you might have observed that there is a sticker on every box. QC checked, QC passed, QC stamped. Have you noticed this thing? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if you see on a box, it's written as QC passed. It's a produced item by some company, manufacturing company, and on the box it's written as QC passed. So does that
Yes.
mean all the boxes or all the production from that company has always passes QC? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Always passes QC? I mean, all the
Because
100% items are QC
sir,
passed. I'm not saying checked.
yes, sir. I want to explain
Yeah,
one example. For the
yeah,
example, in my previous company, Miantit, where I was working 5 years before, so we are producing a GRP pipe, okay, RTR pipe.
right,
So we have two type of test, some destructive test and some non-destructive test.
right,
And we are checking during the production all the test which is required for the final production of this product, mean to
right,
say pipe. So
right.
we are checking all the
No, no,
steps, and
yeah, right,
QC persons check one by one each item and make a summary, make a checklist and fill
right.
the checklist, and the QC
My,
manager
yeah,
clarify and pass, and we make a stamp on pipe.
right.
This product is finished by QC and now this is released for the shipment.
And if something is not acceptable, do you reject that?
Yes, sure.
Right. This was my point. My question was that can we say 100% of the production from that company always passes QC? That my meaning was that it is always defect free? No. Some of the production could have defects also. So QC is checking 100% of the items, maybe
Sir,
95%.
basically,
Yeah, yeah.
sometime QC checking on the 100% and sometime QC checking based on the client requirement randomly. For
Understand.
the example, we have 100
Sampling. You do sampling,
pipes
right? You do sampling. I
samples for, yes,
right. I
and
understand.
as per the requirement of
मैं
client, as
ਮੈਨੂੰ
per
ਪਤਾ
the
ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ
requirement of client,
ਤੁਸੀਂ
we are
ਸਬਕ
checking.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਬਕ ਯਾਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਗਈ, right? Let me proceed with
ठीक है
my
सर.
exam. Right? Okay. So my point was that if you are checking 100%, that does not mean that all the 100% always passes QC, always is defect free. Maybe 3, 4, 2% has some defects also. So this is rejected. So where is that 2, 3%? These are not sent to the customer. These are not sent to the shops. These are not available in the shelves. So those are either discarded or worked again on that and again tested. So now we understand the purpose of QC is to find defects in the production or in the deliverables. So Yusuf, you agree with this line?
Yes, sir, I am agree with you.
Okay.
Yes.
So QC is to find the defects in the production. or in the deliverables. So when we say deliverables after they are produced, so that is why it is called as reactive. That we have produced it already. Now we are checking is it good enough to be presented to the customer or not. QA, quality assurance, is to avoid the defects in the production. So that is why when we say avoid, that means do things right so that we do not have defects at the end. If there are, QC will catch it. So QA is to improve the process of production. QC focuses on the deliverable. QA focuses on the processes which will produce deliverable. So this is the difference between QA and QC. Any quick question or confusion before we proceed? Okay. Resource management. There are three types of resources: manpower, machine, and material. And you see somewhere we use term resource, somewhere we use term team. So there are some processes which are only related to the all three types of resources, and there are some processes which are only related to manpower only. For example, conflict management. Assuming we are talking about, we are not talking about AI resources. Robots. They may have conflicts later on, but right now we do not have that. Conflict management, appraisals, motivation, demotivation. So we do not perform these things for machines or material. We perform these things for manpower only. So when we use term team, that means manpower. When we say appraisal, what is meant by appraisal? Anyone? Just last 15 minutes, maybe, inshallah. What is meant by appraisals?
It's performance based.
What is the purpose of appraisal? To identify the strengths or weaknesses in an individual. Who performs your appraisal? Generally, your line manager. Sometimes in some companies, the lower level staff has right to do the appraisal of their senior managers also. So some companies have 360-degree appraisal as well. So this is done in the resource management. Then we have communication management. Stakeholders. Who is a stakeholder? Anyone who can positively or negatively impact the project or get impacted by the project, he is a stakeholder. So different stakeholders have different information needs, and they produce different information. So they share that information in different frequency, daily, weekly, quarterly, in different format: written, WhatsApp, voice messages, email. So this all comes under communication management. Risk management. Risk is anything that may or may not happen. That may or may not happen. If it happens, there could be an impact on the project. For example, if I say it is raining right now, this is an issue. If I say tomorrow it may rain, this is a risk. May or may not happen. So let's say, as you remember, our first class inshallah is on 18th of July, Friday. Just a hypothetical example. Is it possible on Friday there is a heavy rain because of which there is a power failure and internet is not working and we may not be able to conduct the class? Is it possible or impossible? What do you think?
Possible.
It's possible. So if it's possible, it's a risk. So our risk is because of rain, we may have to postpone the class. This is a risk. If I ask you what are the chances it will happen on 18th of July? I am in Lahore, it's a rainy season. If I give you 5 options: very high chances, medium chances, low chances, or very low chances, what you will choose here?
Medium.
Okay, let's say medium. If it happens, assume 100% it will happen. How big will be the impact? Same five options, very high or medium or low or very low. What you will choose? The impact will be we will have to cancel the class, postpone it, reschedule it. What do you think? How big is the impact?
Very low.
Maybe for some of you, very low. Maybe someone has a travel plan, someone has an exam, someone has some other commitment. Maybe I have another training after that. So let's assume it is high. So medium chances, high impact. So what we are doing risk analysis. But is it qualitative or quantitative? Can you tell me? Is it qualitative risk analysis or quantitative risk analysis?
Qualitative, sir.
It's
Quantitative होगा.
qualitative. It's qualitative because we are not doing any numerical analysis, right? It's just high, medium, low, qualitative. But if we do analysis in this form, that let's say 30% chances this will happen, and if it happens, $5,000 will be lost. Now it is covering numbers, quantitative. So this is the difference between qualitative and quantitative. And maybe you might have seen in your offices some fire extinguishers or something, exit plans. This is all planning. If it happens, what we will do? If there's a fire, what we will do? If there is a theft, what we will do? So this is called as risk responses. This is just last 5-7 minutes, inshallah, from my side. Procurement management. Customers sometimes give their work to the contractors. Sometimes they need resources on rental basis, manpower, machine, material, or purchasing also. Or sometimes they say instead of doing it ourselves, let's give it to someone else. Maybe we do not have time, we have lack of expertise, we have lack of time, or it will be more cheaper if we give it to someone else. So there are different reasons why the customer sometimes they decide to outsource. So this all comes under procurement management. Stakeholder, as I told you, anyone who can positively or negatively impact the project or get impacted by the project, he is a stakeholder. We do the analysis of that. Integration management, change in one area may impact the others also. For example, if you increase or decrease the scope, the time and cost may change, the risks may change, the quality requirements may change. So all comes under integration management. These are called as 5 process groups. Same processes that we discussed earlier. For example, in integration management, we have 7 processes. In stakeholder, we have 4 processes. In procurement management, we have 3 processes. There are total 49 processes. So same 49 processes can be grouped in another format, which are called as process groups. Initiating, we first start the project, then we move to planning. We make the plan related to time, cost, quality, all these things, all the knowledge areas are planned. So once we make that plan, it is called as a draft plan. When we present that draft plan to the top management or to the customers, we get approval on that, and they generally do not approve in the first go. They have some concerns, some deadlines, some constraints. So we keep on revising the plans till it is approved. Once it is approved, it is called as a baseline plan. So when the plan is approved, it is called as a baseline plan. On that baseline plan, we start execution and immediately we start controlling and monitoring. Purpose of monitoring and controlling is to make sure things are going as per plan. Right? If things are going as per plan, wonderful. If there is no difference between the plan and the actual, wonderful. If there is a difference between plan and actual, it is called as variance. If there is a small variance, we say maafi mushkil. Allah kareem inshallah. No problem. Ignore 2, 3, 4% variance. But if it's a big variance, we say this is the problem, replan, recovery planning. So how much variance is acceptable, how much variance is not acceptable, the boundary between acceptable and non-acceptable is called as the threshold. So within planning stage, we define the threshold that if the variance remains below that, wonderful. But if the variance crosses that threshold limit, we will have to trigger the recovery planning. Or sometimes the scope increases or decreases, so planning keeps on continuing. So this cycle continues, planning, execution, controlling simultaneously. And when the deliverables are done, we call it, we say, let's close the project. So that's it from my side. So once again, just to remind you, this is the schedule of the course, inshallah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 3 weeks. And this is the pricing. And in case you need the recording of this session or PDF of this seminar, just send me a message tomorrow. I request on this number. I will share the recording and PDF with you. Once again, to remind you, the fee for individual 750 riyals if you pay in Pakistani bank directly or indirectly, doesn't matter. If you are from India, so I request do not send directly. Please request some Pakistani friends to do it on your behalf. Or if you want to pay in Saudi bank, 900 riyal, and that will be better if you want to get it reimbursed from your companies. If there is a group of 3 or more, it's a 500 and 600, 33% discount. And if it's a big group, then Primavera P6 complimentary is also added. Now, if anyone wants to leave, no problem. See you in the full course or anytime in future, inshallah. If anyone wants to stay and ask questions, please go ahead. I will be happy to address all your concerns and questions, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Can you repeat the process integration slide again? Actually,
Integration means that if you have change in one area, let's say scope management, the scope is increased or decreased. So it's not only a change in scope, your time and cost will also change. Or maybe risk will change, maybe stakeholders will change. आप 10 मंजिला बिल्डिंग बना रहे थे, आप 20 मंजिला बनानी है, तो आपको सिविल एविएशन भी आ गई स्टेक होल्डर के तौर पे, तो आपके स्टेक होल्डर ही चेंज हो गए. So that is the meaning of integration management. Any other question?
understood. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can ask question in English, Urdu, Punjabi, anything, any you like. No issues. But not in the full course. In the full course, we will remain in English only. In the full course, I just keep last 15 minutes for individual questions. So the presentation will remain in English, but in the last 15 minutes, one-to-one questions that like I'm inviting you now, you can ask in English, Urdu, Punjabi, whatever you like. Yes, please. Any question?
अस्सलामुअलैकुम सर।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम रहमतुल्लाह वबरकातुहू। जनाब,
कैसे हैं? खैरियत से हैं?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
हाँ सर, मैं सऊदीया से बात कर रहा हूँ।
जी जी प्लीज।
मुझे असल में एक मेरा ये कंसर्न था कि अगर आफ्टर द कोर्स जस्ट अगर जैसे हमारा कोर्स फिनिश हो जाता है एंड वी विल गेट द पीडीओस,
राइट,
तो उसके बाद हम कितनी देर तक के बाद अप्लाई कर सकते हैं इसके
आप
लिए पीएमपी
नेक्स्ट डे कर दें, आपकी तैयारी नहीं होगी बस। ठीक है, तैयारी के
हाँ
लिए 2-3 महीने चाहिए होते हैं। ठीक है,
ओके
एक
जी
अप्रोच
जी
ये होती है, अच्छी अप्रोच जो जिसको मैं भी रिकमेंड करता हूँ, आप ट्रेनिंग के इमीडिएटली बाद अप्लाई कर दें। डेट
हम्म
एग्जाम की आते आते जब स्टेज पे पहुंचेंगे, आपका महीना
हम्म
एक वैसे ही गुजर जाएगा। उसके
हम्म
बाद भी आपके पास लिबर्टी है कि आप चाहे तो 6 मंथ्स बाद की एग्जाम की डेट ले लें, कोई मसला नहीं है, आप अपनी सूरत के मुताबिक। लेकिन एटलीस्ट ये होगा कि आप बाउंड हो जाएंगे, आप
हम्म
सीरियस कमिटमेंट के साथ आ जाएंगे, या समझे मंगनी होगी आपकी। ठीक है,
हम्म
लेकिन
हम्म
आपको ये अगर इस अप्रोच से चलेंगे ना कि यार जब तैयारी होगी तब इंशाल्लाह अप्लाई करूंगा, तो मोस्टली लोग सुस्ती में चले जाते हैं एंड दे
हम्म,
डू नॉट गिव एग्जाम्स इवन आफ्टर 2-3 years. बट
अच्छा।
इट्स अप टू यू।
लेकिन अगर हमारा कोर्स एंड आवर स्टडी बेहतर होती है तो हम अप्लाई कर सकते हैं विद इन 2-3 मंथ के लिए के
हाँ हाँ,
बाद या
बिल्कुल 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 इंशाल्लाह। आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग आई
हम्म
सजेस्ट कीप इन माइंड 2 to 3 months study road map. So
हम्म
self study and preparation. If you go non-stop with your job,
हम्म
like 15 to 20 hours per week, you can keep
हम्म
2 to 3 months in mind.
हम्म। ओके, तो जो सेल्फ स्टडी होती है वो बेसिकली होती है सेम
आपने
जो हम
बुक
अब जो
पढ़नी है,
कर रहे हैं।
आपने
बुक
बुक
पढ़नी है।
पढ़नी है, ठीक है, आपको मैं बुक
ओके।
दूंगा, आपको मैं
हम्म।
स्लाइड्स दूंगा, 1000 के करीब स्लाइड्स बन जाएंगी वो, आपने उनको
ठीक है।
रिवाइज करना है। आपने
हम्म।
बुक पढ़नी है, बुक तकरीबन 500
हम्म।
पेजेस की होगी, और तकरीबन
ठीक है।
1500 2000 क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करने हैं, इनको करते करते 2-3 महीने लग जाते हैं।
तो ये जो क्वेश्चंस आप बोल रहे हैं ये जो बुक्स होती हैं उन्हीं से फिर रिलेटेड होते हैं और जो स्लाइड्स होती हैं उन्हीं से।
कॉन्सेप्ट वो टॉपिक्स वही हैं जो भी मैंने
कॉन्सेप्ट वही होता है,
ग्यारह
मतलब मैं नहीं
ग्यारह
बोल
बोले हैं।
एग्जैक्टली, मैं बोल एग्जैक्टली नहीं, मैं बोल कॉन्सेप्ट सेम ही तकरीबन होता
हाँ, वो
है उस
पर्पस
जैसे
ये
ही।
ट्रेनिंग का ये है कि आपको कम से कम ट्रैक पे चढ़ा दें, वरना
जी
तो
जी
वो
बिल्कुल
चूंकि
ऐसे।
थ्योरी है ना सारी, टूल अगर
हम्म।
हो ना, टूल में तो आपको होता है कि यार या ये बटन दबाएंगे या ये होगा या नहीं होगा।
एग्जैक्टली
थ्योरी
एग्जैक्टली।
में क्या होता है कि आपने पढ़ा, आपने उस
हम्म।
लाइन का अपना मतलब निकाल लिया, अब
अपना
आपको
निकाल
कोई
लिया।
चेक करने वाला भी नहीं है कि सही निकाला कि नहीं निकाला।
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली
ठीक है,
एग्जैक्टली।
इसीलिए जो अच्छी ट्रेनिंग होती है ना वो बड़ी जरूरी होती है कि आपको
हम्म।
कॉन्सेप्ट सही मिल जाए,
कॉन्सेप्ट
उसके
सही मिल
बाद
जाएगी।
कॉन्फिडेंस आपको आ जाएगा कि इंशाल्लाह अब जो है ना ये चल पड़ेंगे। ठीक, ये पर्पस।
अच्छा, वन मोर, वन लास्ट,
जी
सॉरी,
जी जी,
वन
आप
लास्ट इज
बिस्मिल्लाह, अब दो 10 पूछें। जी जी।
नहीं, जो बेसिकली पेपर होता है डायरेक्ट,
जी जी,
डायरेक्ट पीएमपी, इट्स ऑल एमसीक्यूज, और इसमें कोई रिटर्न भी होता है?
एमसीक्यूज या ऑब्जेक्टिव, कोई पैराग्राफ लिखने का या डायग्राम बनाने का कोई नहीं आएगा, सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन कोई नहीं होगा। या 90%
सब्जेक्टिव कुछ नहीं
एमसीक्यूज,
होगा।
90% एमसीक्यूज होंगे, या वो आपको
हम्म।
कह देंगे ये लेफ्ट साइड पे टर्म्स लिखी हुई है, राइट साइड पे उनके डिस्क्रिप्शंस लिखी हुई हैं, इनको ड्रैग ड्रॉप करके मैप कर दो बस।
हम्म।
होगा ऑब्जेक्टिव, आपने टाइप कुछ नहीं करना।
ओके। तो आप अभी एक बात कर रहे थे, मेरे से असल में मिस हो गया था बिकॉज आई एम ड्राइविंग, तो मैं उसको देख भी रहा था साथ साथ।
जी जी
तो आपका पीएमपी और आपने P6, इसको
जी जी,
आपने रिलेट किया किसी चीज के साथ?
वो मैंने कहा था
फुल
अगर आपका
कोर्स एंड
ग्रुप होगा,
कोर्स।
अगर आपका
हम्म।
ग्रुप होगा
हम्म।
5 या उससे ज्यादा लोगों का, तो
जी जी।
फीस आपकी होगी 500 रियाल पर पर्सन। उसमें
ओके।
एडिशनल जो प्रमोशन है कि आपके 5 लोगों को जो एज अ ग्रुप रजिस्टर हुए हैं उनको
हम्म।
फ्री प्राइमावेरा भी दूंगा, अगर मेरा अगले 2-3 महीने में लाइव कोर्स आ रहा हुआ, या जो
हम्म।
पिछला मेरा रिकॉर्डिंग होगी पड़ी होगी वो मैं आपको वो भी दूंगा और उसका सर्टिफिकेट भी दूंगा। तो प्राइमावेरा भी बहुत अच्छा यूजफुल टूल है, स्पेशली
एग्री।
अगर आप कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रहे हैं तो।
जी जी बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है, इट्स गुड टूल टू वर्क।
या
बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है, तो वो ओके ठीक है, क्योंकि मैं असल में इस चीज को मिस कर रहा था। अच्छा, तो एक और चीज सर, व्हाट इज डिफरेंस बिटवीन पीएमपी एंड पीएमआई? क्या चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके
पीएमआई
लिए?
तो गवर्निंग बॉडी है ना, पीएमआई ऑफर्स ऑल दी सर्टिफिकेशन इंक्लूडिंग पीएमपी, इंक्लूडिंग आरएमपी, इंक्लूडिंग
हम्म।
एसीपी एंड
तो फिर वाई
पीजीएमपी।
तो ये सब रिलेटेड टू पीएमआई, ये एजेंसी का नाम है जस्ट?
पीएमआई एजेंसी का नाम है, दुनिया
अच्छा अच्छा।
में पीएमपी पीएमआई के अलावा कोई नहीं देती। सिक्स
हम्म।
सिग्मा होगी, आईएसओ होगी, मेरे ख्याल है 10-10 बॉडीज होंगी दुनिया में जो देती हैं। ठीक है,
ठीक
पीएमपी
है।
जो है ना पीएमआई के अलावा दुनिया में कोई और नहीं देती।
अच्छा 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 अच्छा। चलें, थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक
वेलकम
यू।
वेलकम
इंशाल्लाह
वेलकम।
वी विल जॉइन यू इन क्लास।
इंशाल्लाह
और
इंशाल्लाह, मोस्ट वेलकम। अल्लाह हाफिज। एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दिस?
सर अगर कोई
सर ये तो
प्राइमावेरा कोई सेपरेट कोर्स आपसे लेना चाहे तो उसके चार्ज कितने होंगे सर?
सेपरेटली जो है उसके चार्जेस जो होते हैं वो मैं लेता हूँ 300 अगर आप पाकिस्तानी बैंक में पे करें, और 450 अगर आप सऊदी बैंक में पे करें। ये रिकॉर्डेड हो या लाइव हो, दोनों की सेम फीस है। ठीक है।
ओके।
यस प्लीज, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम एनीवन?
सर ये जो पीएमआई है ये अमेरिकन बॉडी है?
जी, अमेरिकन बेस्ड है ये,
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू।
लेकिन ग्लोबली है, और दुनिया में ऑलमोस्ट 1 मिलियन प्लस पीएमपी सर्टिफाइड हैं ऑलरेडी लोग, तो
जी
बहुत
जी
बड़ी बॉडी, बहुत बड़ी बॉडी है।
जी सर, थैंक यू।
वेलकम। एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम एनीवन?
अच्छा सर, पीएमपी के साथ, मतलब पीएमपी के अलावा और कौन सा सुइटेबल कोर्स होता है प्रोजेक्ट से रिलेटेड और मैनेजमेंट से
देखें,
रिलेटेड?
पीएमपी तो है थ्योरी, ठीक
जी।
है,
ठीक है।
पीएमपी आप पेपर पे प्रोजेक्ट मैनेज नहीं कर सकते, कॉन्सेप्ट्स आपके आ गए, ठीक है,
ठीक है
आपको
ठीक है।
क्रिटिकल पाथ निकालना आ गया, आपको अर्न वैल्यू निकालनी आ गई, आपको पता लग गया प्रोजेक्ट अच्छा जाता है कि बुरा जाता है, वो तो सब आपको
हम्म,
आ गया। लेकिन अब आपकी
हम्म,
एक्टिविटीज, रियल प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर 2,000 एक्टिविटीज हैं।
ऐसा ही।
आप पेपर पे
एग्जैक्टली।
तो क्रिटिकल पाथ नहीं बना सकते, आप अर्न वैल्यू
हम्म,
पेपर पे नहीं निकाल सकते। तो उसके लिए आपको कोई ना कोई
हम्म,
टूल चाहिए। अब इंडस्ट्री बाय
हम्म,
इंडस्ट्री, कुछ इंडस्ट्रीज जैसे बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री है, टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री है, सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्री है, यहाँ पे चलता है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट प्रोजेक्ट ज़्यादा।
हम्म,
आपका कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री है, पेट्रोकेमिकल इंडस्ट्री है, रॉयल कमीशन वगैरह हो गए, ये लोग ज़्यादातर यूज़ करते हैं प्राइमावेरा। तो
हम्म,
इसीलिए आपको पीएमपी के साथ एट लीस्ट या प्राइमावेरा या माइक्रोसॉफ्ट प्रोजेक्ट कोई एक आता हो तो बड़ी उसकी वैल्यू है। चाहे आप एज अ प्लानिंग इंजीनियर काम नहीं भी कर रहे, आपके अंडर प्लानिंग
हम्म,
इंजीनियर हैं, फिर भी आपको पता
हम्म,
होना जरूरी है कि वो आपको बता क्या रहे हैं। ठीक है।
हम्म,
तो इसीलिए
ठीक है
इसका
ठीक है।
कॉम्बिनेशन उससे बन जाता है। थ्योरी में ही
हम्म,
पीएमपी के बाद आप एडवांस जाना चाहें तो रिस्क मैनेजमेंट कर लें। अगर
हम्म,
आप आईटी में से बिलोंग करते हैं तो एसीपी कर लें, एजाइल सर्टिफाइड प्रैक्टिशनर। अगर
हम्म,
आपका बिजनेस एनालिसिस से काम है तो फिर आप पीबीए के नाम की एक सर्टिफिकेशन पीएमआई की है। अभी
हम्म,
रिसेंटली पीएमआई ने एक और सर्टिफिकेशन लॉन्च की है सीपी के नाम से, कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रोफेशनल।
हम्म,
अभी इतनी पॉपुलर नहीं हुई बट काम की है। ठीक है, मैंने नहीं की, मेरा ना फील्ड है कंस्ट्रक्शन का, लेकिन मेरे
हम्म,
एक और स्टूडेंट हैं, उन्होंने की है और बड़ी अच्छी लेवल पे माशाल्लाह पहुंच गए हुए हैं। सऊदीया में मेरे ख्याल है टोटल अभी 40 लोग हैं जिन्होंने सीपी की है। पूरे
हम्म,
सऊदीया में सिर्फ शायद 40 लोग हैं। ठीक है। तो वो
अच्छा।
अभी ग्रो कर रही है। तो वो भी
हम्म,
इंशाल्लाह 2-3 महीने में उसका कोर्स भी लॉन्च करेंगे, मैं नहीं, वो वही स्टूडेंट मेरे जो है वो करेंगे इंशाल्लाह। तो वो भी
हम्म,
एक अच्छा थ्योरी कॉन्सेप्चुअल बन सकता है सीपी के नाम से। ठीक।
सीपी के
लेकिन ये
नाम से।
बेहतर है कि पीएमपी के बाद इनमें से कोई एक चूज की जाए। ये पीएमपी के
हम्म,
अल्टरनेट्स नहीं है।
हम्म। मतलब आप ये कह रहे हैं कि जो मेन चीज है वो पीएमपी है, इसके बाद आप कोई
हाँ।
और चीज चूज करनी है।
हाँ। और प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज के, प्रैक्टिकल यूजेज के लिए प्राइमावेरा या माइक्रोसॉफ्ट प्रोजेक्ट के लिए कोई एक कर लें, उसका एग्जाम नहीं है, उसकी सिर्फ लर्निंग सीख लेना काफी है।
हम्म, हम्म। ओके, तो आपका एक आपकी एक क्लास थी एआई टूल्स की भी। एआई के
जी जी
आप एआई
जी
टूल
जी।
उसका पीएमपी से कितना रिलेटेड होता है? मतलब
उसमें देखें,
मैनेजमेंट क्या
उसका
होता
जनरल यूजेज है, लेकिन उसके अंदर हमने कवर क्या किया ज्यादातर कि पीएमपी में ही जो चीजें हम बनाते हैं, प्लान्स बनाते हैं। ठीक है।
है?
अब वो हमारे एक
हम्म,
टीचर थे, बड़े जबरदस्त टीचर थे, वो एक फिक्रा कहते होते थे, बड़ा मैं मजा आता था। सुस्ती हजार नेमत है। ठीक है। वो कहते थे सुस्ती
हम्म,
हजार नेमत है। बचपन
हाँ
में से
बिल्कुल।
पढ़ते हैं ना, तंदुरुस्ती हजार नेमत है, वो कहते थे सुस्ती हजार नेमत है। तो ये एआई
सही बात।
बेसिकली है क्या? इसने कहा जी आप छोड़ें काम, आप मुझे बताएं, मैं क्या, मैं आपका काम कर देता हूँ।
कहते हैं ना कि लोगों को सुस्त करना सबसे ज्यादा एआई ने सिखाया है।
एआई ने कर दिया। ठीक है। तो अब
कर दिया ना।
यही प्लान्स जो हम कई कई दिन लगा के
हम्म,
बनाते थे, वो एआई जो है 2 मिनट में बना
हम्म,
देता है, आपको 10 मिनट में बना देता है,
ऐसे
आपकी
ही ऐसे ही
80% काम कर देता है।
हम्म,
ठीक है। नंबर एक।
जी जी।
नंबर दो, आपके पास
हम्म,
लेट से कोई टेंडर आ गया, आरएफपी आ गई है,
हम्म,
600 पेजेस की आरएफपी है।
हम्म,
ठीक है। अब आपको अगर एआई नहीं आती,
हम्म,
आपको तो गए 2 हफ्ते पढ़ने पढ़ने में।
हम्म,
ठीक है। आपने
हम्म,
एआई पे अपलोड की, 10 मिनट में उसने समरी निकाल के प्यारी सी आपको बता दी कि जी ये क्लाइंट ये मांग रहा है। अब
हम्म,
सोचें कहाँ 10 मिनट और कहाँ 2 हफ्ते।
ऐसे ही है।
ठीक है। मजीद उस पर
हम्म,
मजेदार बात किया है, आपको तो आती है, आपके बॉस को नहीं आती।
हम्म,
ठीक है। आपके बॉस ने कहा यार ये आरएफपी पढ़ के जरा मुझे ब्रीफ तो करो, आपने कहा सर 600 पेजेस हैं, टाइम लग जाएगा। आज को नहीं, आराम से तसल्ली से पढ़ो, कोई चीज़ मिस नहीं होनी चाहिए। अब आपने वो एआई से कर लिया, 5 दिन आराम से एंजॉय किया, छठे दिन जाके उनको बताया कि सर अभी मैं 400 पेजेस हुए हैं, इसके अंदर ये बता रहा है वो, लेकिन थोड़ा
हम्म,
सा टाइम अभी मुझे और चाहिए।
हम्म,
तो ये 2-3 साल हैं एआई इंजॉय करने के, उसके बाद तो आपके मैनेजमेंट में ऊपर से नीचे सबको पता लग जाना है कि एआई क्या चीज़ है, और ये आप
हम्म,
एआई से कर रहे हैं, तो इसलिए जितना मजा उठाना है उसका पहले पहले उठा लें।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही। ओके सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
वेलकम वेलकम, माय प्लेजर। एनीवन एल्स, एनी क्वेश्चन?
ये आपके जो क्लासेस होंगे, तो बस पूछना था कि इसके अगर इन केस कोई आगे पीछे मिस कर लेता है तो
जी
उसके लाइव रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस होंगे,
जी,
कैसा हो?
उसके मैं यूं उसका सोल्यूशन ये होता है कि आपके डॉक्टर की अपॉइंटमेंट है, कोई फैमिली से काम आ गया है, ठीक है ना, बेगम ने कह दिया पहले बर्तन धो उसके बाद क्लास करना, कुछ भी हो सकता है। तो वो जो है ना, मैं रिकॉर्डिंग एक हफ्ते के लिए अपलोड करता हूँ। डाउनलोड अलाउड नहीं है उसका, आप आराम से उसको जब भी टाइम मिले वो मिस्ड पार्ट जो था वो आप देख लें, आपका कवर हो जाएगा। तो वो डाउनलोडिंग में अलाउ नहीं करता, लेकिन ऑनलाइन आप देख सकते हैं एक दफ़ा, एक से ज़्यादा दफ़ा, ये ज़रूरी नहीं कि मिस हो गया। वैसे ही क्लास की रिवीजन भी अगर आपने करनी है तो उसके लिए भी काम आएगा आपके। ठीक हो गया जी।
शुक्रन, जजाक।
वेलकम वेलकम। एनी अदर क्वेश्चन प्लीज? इसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट सेशन होगा हो सकता है मेरा 3 4 5 महीने के बाद हो, क्योंकि आमतौर पे मैं साल में 3 सेशंस करता हूँ पीएमपी के। तो इसलिए अगर आप ये मिस करेंगे तो हो सकता है नेक्स्ट जो है नवंबर दिसंबर में हो कहीं। इफ नो अदर क्वेश्चन कैन वी क्लोज द सेशन?
अस्सलामुअलैकुम अबू बकर भाई।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम रहमतुल्लाह वबरकातुहू। यस प्लीज।
एआई आप इसमें इंट्रोडक्शन कराएंगे एआई का या कुछ इसमें होगा
यार
स्कोप?
उसका इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं करवाऊंगा, लेकिन आप मुझे मैसेज कर दें, मैं आपको उसके कोर्स कंटेंट्स भेज दूंगा। वही कोर्स रिकॉर्डिंग में पड़ा हुआ है, अगर आपको चाहिए होगा तो वो रजिस्टर कर लीजिएगा। अभी 2 हफ्ते पहले
चल
मैंने वो लाइव करवाया है।
चलना सही है।
ठीक।
ठीक। ओके।
ओके जी। एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम एनीवन?
Thank
एआई,
you so much, sir.
ये
सर
एआई का कुछ यहाँ पे पीएमपी से कुछ कनेक्टेड है, क्या है
नहीं
चीज़
नहीं,
है ये?
एआई की पीएमआई की अपनी सर्टिफिकेशंस भी हैं, लेकिन वो जैसे कहते हैं ना थ्योरेटिकल हैं। उसमें ये नहीं बताया हुआ कि आप ये करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा, ये करने के लिए यूं कर लें, तो वो नहीं बताया हुआ। तो इसीलिए सर्टिफिकेशंस जरूर हैं एआई की, पीएमआई की। बट वो अगेन जैसे मैंने पहले बोला था कि मुझे पीएमपी की भी स्लाइड्स उनकी इतनी कोई काम की नहीं लगी थी, इसी तरह उनका एआई भी कोई इतना काम का नहीं है। सर्टिफिकेशन है, लेकिन वो प्रैक्टिकल उसके अंदर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन बहुत कम है। तो इसीलिए मैंने अपना ही कोर्स डिज़ाइन किया था एआई का, जो कि मैंने इसको करवाया था। अगर आपको उसके कोर्स कंटेंट्स चाहिए तो आप मुझे मैसेज कर दीजिएगा, मैं आपके साथ शेयर कर लूंगा इंशाल्लाह।
सर एक चीज पता करनी थी, पीएमपी के साथ आप सीक्यूई और सीक्यूएम के कोर्सेज भी करवाते हैं?
वो होता क्या है? सी क्यू ई और सी क्यू एम क्या होता है?
सर क्वालिटी मैनेजर।
नहीं यार, मैं नहीं करवाता। मेरे कोलीग हैं वो आईएसओ की सर्टिफिकेशंस और वो सिक्स सिग्मा की सर्टिफिकेशंस करवाते हैं।
जी जी।
लेकिन मैं ज़ाती तौर पे सिर्फ प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट की ही करवाता हूँ।
ओके सर, ओके।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम रहमतुल्लाह
अ,
वबरकातुहू।
अबू बकर साहब, मेरा एक सवाल था, मतलब रिलेटेड नहीं है, आप ऑलरेडी जवाब दे चुके हैं, सिर्फ आप पीएमपी कवर करते हैं। एक बॉडी है, अमेरिकन बॉडी, सिक्योरिटी एसिस के नाम से, उसके अंदर डिफरेंट सर्टिफिकेशंस होती हैं, पीएसपी की, फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी, और उसके मतलब लेवल्स हैं। ठीक है, जिस तरह नेटवर्किंग में सिस्को के लेवल होते हैं, सीसीएनए, सीसीएनपी, सीसीआई।
हम्म।
तो आपके सर्कल में कोई ऐसा है जो एसिस की सर्टिफिकेशंस करवाता हो? क्योंकि इंडिया में बहुत सारे बाकी फ्रांस में इधर उधर मुझे मिले हैं कई लोग, लेकिन मैं चाह रहा था कि कोई पाकिस्तान से मिल जाए तो आसानी हो
यार नहीं,
जाएगी।
मेरे नॉलेज में नहीं है। लेकिन पीएमआई की एक एसपी के नाम से भी है, स्केजुलिंग
अच्छा।
प्रोफेशनल।
नहीं नहीं, ये पीएसपी ये बेसिकली सिक्योरिटी, जो जितनी भी इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया में सिक्योरिटी होती है ना,
हाँ।
फेंस, बाकी चीजें हैं,
अच्छा,
तो उस पे
वो
जी
एस फॉर सिक्योरिटी आप कह रहे हैं?
जी 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 जी, लो
अच्छा
करंट
नहीं नहीं
कहते
नहीं, मेरे नॉलेज में नहीं है इसके कभी, और ना ही
हैं।
वो कोई कनेक्शन मेरा रहा है
अच्छा
ऐसा।
अच्छा।
जी जी।
ठीक है ठीक है, ठीक हो गया सर, थैंक यू थैंक यू।
वेलकम वेलकम।
अलैक्म।
वालेकुम सलाम रहमतुल्लाह वबरकातुहू। If no other question, can we close the session? Okay, I think we can close now. If there is any question, you can reach to me on WhatsApp number also, or for the recording as well. See you in the full course, inshallah, or any future session, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.